So when I leave the hole, they move me down to a dorm. I don't know which dorm I'm in because, to be honest, I ain't trying to remember the layout. I ain't trying to get comfortable. I don't have a lot of time here. So they take me to a dorm. When I go in the dorm, I notice that it's not a lot of people in the dorm, or at least it don't look like a lot of people out in the common area. Quick glance at everybody. I don't see nothing unusual. They tell me where my room at. I take my stuff upstairs to my cell. I go to unpacking it. The bottom bed is already made up, so I know that I got a roommate, and that means I'm automatically on the top bunk. I put my stuff on the top bunk, get to making it up, put my stuff in the and start getting comfortable. So a little bit later, as I come out, I'm watching. I do a small walk around, trying to see how everything look. I don't really look in nobody's cell, but just a small walk around the dorm, see if I can get familiar with it. And count time come. When count time come, everybody got to stand right next to their door. If it's two people in the room, it's one person on both sides of the door. Count time come. I go upstairs and stand by my room. As everybody going to their room, I notice with the stragglers, there's only a couple of people left. They coming up. A little white boy, and then you got the punk. Punk is an older dude, you know what I mean? He ain't saying nothing, look kind of slow motion, but you can clearly tell that he's a punk. He get to coming up outside. I'm standing there. As he coming up, I'm hoping, I'm saying to myself, man, please let the nigga keep going. Please let that dude keep going. What'd he do? He come right and stand on the other side of my door. I said, God damn. Now, I ain't been to prison in 5 years, and prison is changing a lot. So, the last time I was in, it wasn't no good look for you to be in no room with no punk, with no boy. Now I don't know, I don't really know the politics of how it's going on. Plus, I'm not trying to really get into it. I've been sentenced to a year, did 7 months in the county, did 30 days in the hole. At the most, I got about 4 months here already. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I got about 4 months here at the most. So I ain't really trying to get into it. Real quickly, I just tell myself, damn, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I'm in the room with a punk. I ain't gonna make no noise. At the count, everybody go in their room. The punk come on in the room. I'm like, dang. The cell is clean. It's cool. When he opened his box, I can see that he don't have a lot of stuff, but everything is neat. He got cosmetics, and then on the bottom he got very little food, but everything is neat and in its place. Room smell good, toilet clean, sink clean. So I ain't tripping. Long as it ain't one of them situations where I gotta come by and. Long as it ain't one of them situations where I gotta come by and excuse, see somebody, two people in my room hanging out, or excuse myself so y'all could be in here. As long as I ain't got to deal with none of that, for the most part, I'm cool. I ain't got long. So, I've been in the whole 30 days, which meant I'm for the most part, I'm frustrated. Cause again, I'm coming from the street where, I'm dealing with girls. Now I've been, in the jail, and when you're in jail, you gotta substitute the girls for something else. I can't substitute the girls for nothing else because I'm in the room with a person, in the hole, we locked in there 24/7. I can't, so ain't no masturbation, ain't nothing going on, ain't no self-touching going on, period. So once I get out the hole and I go to my room, I'm in the room with a boy, but I'm still frustrated. I'm thinking about going to the shower and handle my business, but I can't do that. I probably was one of them guys who done that when I was younger doing time, just go to the shower and have some privacy or whatever. But now that it don't seem sanitary, don't seem right. I can't do that, right? I hadn't been in there about 2 or 3 days. And the one thing that I noticed about this place is it's like dreadful. Ain't no smiles, ain't nobody happy about nothing. You got this guy named St. Louis. So I figured he from St. Louis. He come out and play chess with this other dude. They just play chess all day, just them two. They don't play nobody else. I can't tell if they get better, get worse. They just play each other all day. When I asked about St. Louis, they said he had done some stuff and had life without, so he was never coming home. He was always angry. He would never like talk to nobody or nothing, and he just go literally from his room to that table, from his room to that table. And I would always have the thought like, dang, he got to do that for the rest of his life. Yeah, because he's at Hayes. It's possible he could be here for the rest of his life. And, you know, again, it made me think of how blessed I was to know that I'd be leaving out them doors soon. So I want to say about 2 or 3 days. Now, I ain't got nothing. I'm coming from the county jail. I ain't got nothing in my property. I ain't really trying to get nothing sent in. I ain't trying to go to no commissary or nothing like that, because I'm really on the way home. And I ain't really got nothing to lead nobody to, so I ain't really trying to do none of that. I ain't made no phone calls or nothing. Just want to do the little time and go on back to the city, right? So one day, one afternoon, I had been in there maybe a week and a half or so. I pretty much got the feel of how everything is going. It's pretty smooth. I could do this time. My roommate, after he come in and doing whatever he doing, a detail or whatever, he go to get in the shower. Now, when he go to get in the shower, I have the smooth idea to borrow from out of his locker box, and, you know, no one is the wiser. How I go, where you don't know don't hurt, right? So I'm like, boom, I need to get off real quick. He in the shower, he ain't gonna miss it. So what I do, I ease his locker box open, and I'm looking at it, and this one thing, you know, because you in prison, you gotta be very careful. I'm looking at everything how it is. You want to touch as little as possible. I'm talking about, I creep his locker box open maybe 2 or 3 inches. He got maybe like 3 bottles of lotion lined up, then some more smaller bottles, maybe been baby oil or some kind of cream, this or that. I don't really know which one to get, so I creep one. I let it slide out of his space real easy so that nothing fall over, nothing else is moved, nothing else is touched. I slide it out, boom. It slide out, it come on out real easy, boom. I got it. I hit me a little, boom. As soon as I hit it, boom, I close it back up. I got it in my hand. I got my little lotion in my hand. I close it back up. I put it back in his box. I'm talking about the same way. I let it hit, I let the bottom of it hit the bottom first, let it fall back in place. Everything look perfect. Take the dough and I close it back. Excuse me. I take the dough and I close it back just exactly how he got it. He shouldn't know nothing. Now, I had a little mail, and one of my baby mamas had been writing me. And I shouldn't do this, but I'm gonna show y'all. This is the picture that she had been, one of the pictures that she had sent me while I was doing my time. Now, when I started doing time, they still had porno books in the penal system. But before I left, they had taken it all out. It was gone. You get caught with any pictures, anything like that, it was contraband. So it was very hard to come across any, we just call them fuck books or any pages like that. You know what I mean? So now the best thing you're doing is to use your imaginations. I've been locked up 8 or 9 months. I got a few pictures, and like I said, this about the closest one that come to porn to me, right? So that's what I got. I go in my envelopes, find the picture. I got my little lotion, grab me some tissue. Boom, I go on to work. I checked the window again. He's still in the shower. I can see his towel hanging over the shower rail. He's still in the shower. I handle business. Boom. Much needed release. Everything good. I put my pictures up, wash my hands, wash everything that could look like anything. And I don't know if it's maybe still the smell of lotion in the air or whatever. After everything good and cleaned up, I jump up on my bed and act like I'm reading a book or whatever I had been doing before he left. I just keep doing. He come in the room, come from the shower, do his thing. He don't say nothing. And so in my mind, instantly, I'm thinking I got away. I say, all right, let me get him some space because, he just got out the shower. I jump off the bed, I go on down, I watch TV. Everything good. I done release myself. I don't know nobody in here. I had been walking around when nobody young in the dorm, nobody for me to connect to or talk to, touch bases. You could tell everybody in here for the most part was messed up on time, wasn't no going home. So, I go on about my bed and do what I do, watch TV, whatever. Couple of days go by and, he leave every day. I be in the room sometime by myself and, I get to thinking, see, and this is what's wrong with, when you get away with doing something that's wrong, whether you're stealing, robbing, whatever you're doing. When it go right and you get away with it, you could have told yourself, I'm only going to do this one time. But we're going to say like you robbing. The next time you get in the jam and you got to have this money by 5 o'clock and you don't know how you're going to get it, you automatically revert back to what you know. You like, dang, I said I was only going to do it one time and it worked. All right. The only reason why I would do it for this reason. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it, So now you done went from doing it one time to doing it again. That's and then now you becomes a habit. That habit becomes a character, and then the character becomes behavior. So the problem with doing something one time and getting away with it is it's gonna open the door for you to do it again. So the best choice is to not start some bullshit in the first place. Back to the story. So I'm sitting up there, I'm chilling. The thought come across my mind. Boom. Got a little time to myself. Still got the picture. Roommate ain't nowhere around. He still at detail or something. He gone. And he ain't noticed last time. I only took a little bit of drop of lotion. What is that gonna hurt? It ain't gonna hurt nothing. Ain't nobody gonna miss it. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even look like when he come back from the shower, it don't look like he used the lotion in that no way, right? Ugly ass punk. But then also, and this ain't got nothing to do with it, but I was also down there with it was a punk named I can't remember his name, but he was in the movie a whole 9 yards. It was a football prison movie. I know Adam Sandler remade the movie, but the original movie about the prison baseball team, that the gay dude that was in there, he was down there in the dorm. He was about 2 or 3 cells down. They used to say that's the one was in the movie. That's what a couple of the guys told me. Also, I was talking to my wife about this, and it's come to my knowledge because in one of my videos, I put one of the titles was like, boys, punks, and this, and that, and that. And it's come to my attention that, even as young men, as boys, we call each other punks and sissies and so on and so forth, just coming up, just name calling. Just another name like stupid or dummy or something like that. I didn't learn until I actually went to prison what a punk was. A real punk is a gay boy, a fuck boy. I'm not being derogatory, but a faggot. You know what I mean? That's the bad word for it. But a homosexual. You know what I'm saying? In prison it was all derogatory. It was like there was no. It's like normal now, but in prison, if you was gay, it was derogatory. So you were a faggot. You weren't no homosexual. So, again, a punk is a gay boy. So, I'm having this thought. I'm having a boom. It's a good idea. I take at it again. I do the same thing. I creak the drawer open. See everything how it is. I don't touch nothing but the one bottle. I creep it out. I do the same thing. Hit that thing up. Handle my business. Everything good. Put the lotion back. Wash my hands. Everything go good. No problem, right? So later on that night, it wasn't even later on that night. It was about a couple hours later. I'm chilling in the room. He came in the room. Now I'm going to be honest. I can't remember if this was the second or the third time, but it was one of them. It might have been the second time because he killed it off the muscle. But it's possible that it was even the third time. I might have even tried the man a third time. But he came in and he went in his box. I'm up on my bunk, acting like I don't know what's going on, minding my business. He came in, he went in his box and shut the box off the muscle and turned around. He said, "Look here, motherfucker. I don't know how to do the gay boy mannerism." He said, "Look here, motherfucker. I don't even jack my motherfucking dick. You ain't gonna be in here using my shit, jacking your motherfucking dick. You wanna jack your dick, you gonna use your own motherfucking shit. Don't touch my shit no more." Just like that, but with the gay boy twang to it, right? Now here's the thing. Do I think the punk can whoop me? Absolutely not. But with me, it's like when you wrong, you wrong. I could be if it's me, like if it's a 10-year-old kid, if I'm stealing and I get caught by a 10-year-old kid and he say, "Hey man, why you stealing my stuff?" I'm still, man, I'm so sorry. It breaks me down. I don't, now if I'm sorry or if I made a mistake and you take advantage of that and you take me weak and you like, if I'm apologizing and you like, yeah, nigga, and I'm like, damn, man, bro, I'm sorry. Yeah. See, that could go a different way. But off the muscle, when I'm caught red-handed, it don't matter if you bigger than me, smaller than me. If I'm in the wrong, I done stepped on your toes, I don't have no pride about it. I'm sorry. So when the punk turn around and snap on me, nah, don't be going to my motherfucking box. He ain't just do all this now because I'm sitting up on the top bunk. But he said the stuff that I told y'all, I was so embarrassed, like I almost want to smile, but I'm embarrassed. And he dead right and I'm dead wrong. So I ain't got no way. The only thing I could do is be stupid and say, "Man, who the fuck you talking to?" And, I just ain't no stupid dude, man. They caught me stealing out this box. Now, understand, we in prison and we in Hayes State Prison. And it's a punk. So, they dangerous in their own way. So this just not a situation where you want to do something like that, right? So, yeah, man, I just wanted to share that one. I just wanted to share that one with y'all. Again, I'm like I said, a lot of times I like to share these stories and experiences with you guys because, put it like this, they tell me I got a bad memory. All my wife, my family, they tell me I have a bad memory. So just imagine all the stories I done told you guys on a bad memory. Just imagine all the stuff that I forgot. All the things that I can't tell y'all about. You know what I'm saying? So this the stuff that I'm giving y'all on a bad memory. But yeah, man, one thing I did remember about I was in the room with him for maybe about 90 days. And the good thing about that is, like I said, I did 7 months in the county, then did 30 days in the hole. So now I only got 4 months. And then I did like 60 days, and the counselor came and told me that they was cutting 60 days off. So they was getting ready to let me go home. Now, when the counselor came and called my name and called me down to the room, and me knowing that I'm short, I know that it could only be, some kind of good news. They want me to sign something, get ready for something. And this was a camp to where about a week early, they would come and get you and take you to the hole so that nothing would happen to you. So when they came down and told me I was leaving about, anywhere from 30 to 60 days early, I signed my papers and, talked to the counselor for a minute. It's this feeling, it's this excitement. It's almost like a Christmas time 10 when you were a kid. But I left the counselor, man. I went out and there was this cool dude. He was an all right dude, kind of heavy set, older guy. He was sitting there watching TV. And I think he was the guy that I had been like doing a little talking to or whatever. And, I went and sat next to him and I told him, like, I'm excited. I'm like, yeah, boy. She said, they're going to let me go 60 days early. And he was sitting there. He had no shirt on. He was sitting there looking at the TV like this when I told him. And when I told him, he did me just like this. And looked straight back at the TV. No word, no expression. And when he did it, I was kind of like, okay. Yeah. And I crept on back up to my room and I celebrated by myself. And it just made me think like, dang, because when I was in Rivers, like I said, most people went home and a lot of people go home often. Once you get that good news, you can share it with people. Boy, mom gone. You wait, boy, mine coming. This, all that. Boy, I told that dude that, hey, they would let me go early. It seemed like he didn't want to hear that shit. He want no parts of it. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for coming, sticking with me. I ain't gonna make this one this long. This is a short one. Y'all do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. I share these stories to let you know to stay out of trouble. It ain't worth it, man. Just stay home, find something to do. You know what I mean? Hit the cash app. I'll see y'all on the next one. Oh, we got we got carbonation coming up. I'm working on a carbonation video, so y'all be looking for that one also.